Not Sholay or The Burning Train, not Bollywood or a James Bond film. Real life situation. An entire train was hijacked in Balochistan. For 27 hours, hostages crouched on the floor, motionless, fearing for their lives. This was not a robbery, not an accident. But that was not all. A few days later, in a span of 48 hours, Baloch rebels in Pakistan launched 57 attacks against the Pakistan Army. Who or what is Baloch Liberation Army? Has the Pakistan Army been defeated by the Baloch? What is the Balochistan Freedom Movement? What is China's role in all of this? This is Quick Take, your quick guide. I'm Smita Prakash. The Baloch train hijack on 11th March, the Jafar Express, travelling from Quetta to Peshawar, was stopped in its tracks in Balochistan's rugged Bolan Pass. Armed militants stormed the train, took passengers hostage and made their demands clear. Freedom for Balochistan.
वो मंजर नहीं अभी तक हमारी आंखों से जाता, वो आवाज़ें जो है ना वो हमारी कानों में गूंजती हैं। अभी आप आंख लगाने की कोशिश करते हैं ना तो वो मंजर रिपीट होता है, वो आवाज़ें रिपीट होती हैं। अभी भी उठ के हम देख रहे होते हैं कि कोई हमें आवाज़ तो नहीं लगा रहा।
The BLA claims that 240 hostages were killed after the 48 hours deadline ended. The Pakistan Army says that about 24 of theirs perished. Who exactly is the Balochistan Liberation Army? It's an armed separatist group fighting for an independent Balochistan. They claim Pakistan's government exploits Balochistan's vast resources while keeping the region underdeveloped. This isn't their first attack. They've targeted military convoys, Chinese projects, and even the Karachi Stock Exchange. The group was formed in the early 2000s but has roots in Balochistan's long history of rebellion against Pakistan rule. Pakistan has designated it a terrorist organization, while the BLA calls itself a resistance movement fighting for self-determination. Is Pakistan losing Balochistan? The hijacking, followed by the hit on an army convoy in Noshki and dozens of attacks on Pakistan's military and government, is a clear indication that the Baloch are smelling victory. The BLA has got global attention on what it calls Pakistan's oppression and resource exploitation in Balochistan. The Baloch have long opposed China's influence, particularly the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), which runs through Balochistan. For the BLA, these attacks on the Pakistan Army are part of its independence movement. Pakistan Army losing the plot? Absolutely. The fact that militants could seize an entire train for over 27 hours raises big questions about Pakistan's intelligence and security forces. And then the Noshki attack, where at least 90 Pakistan Army personnel were killed after a bus exploded in a collision with a car. Pakistan Army says 5 died. The Majid Brigade of the Baloch rebels, along with another BLA unit, Fateh Squad, released footage of the targeted military convoy, comprising 8 buses, one of which was completely destroyed in the explosion. The Pakistan Army doesn't know where the next attack is going to come from. What is the Balochistan Freedom Movement? Balochistan has been demanding independence since 1947. It's Pakistan's largest but most neglected province. The Baloch claim that they are treated as second-class citizens, with their resources, gold, gas and coal benefiting Pakistan's elite and the Chinese, not the locals. Many separatist groups, including the BLA, want an independent Balochistan. Pakistan, on the other hand, calls them terrorists and accuses India and Afghanistan of fueling the insurgency. For decades, enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings and military crackdowns have fueled resentment. Pakistan's government has responded with heavy militarization and the region remains one of the most volatile in South Asia. What next? If history is any indicator, Pakistan will tighten its military grip on Balochistan, leading to more crackdowns, arrests and violent clashes. But will that solve the problem? Unlikely. The cycle of violence, repression and resistance continues. One thing is clear, the battle for Balochistan is not going away anytime soon, and Pakistan's grip on Balochistan is slipping.